Tonight, a Baltimore rapper shot, the bullet piercing his hand. 11 News reporter Lowell Melzer has the incredible story of how a doctor rebuilt it and how the whole ordeal changed the rapper's life. And a heads up, some of the video in this story is graphic.
And I sat right here and I was chilling out for a second, and the guy rolled down on the bike. And by the time I looked my head up, he had a shotgun in my face.
For Ulycees Johnson, otherwise known as Baltimore rapper the Paperboy, he relives the moment all the time. The moment he almost lost his life 8 years ago, sitting on the porch of this home with his friends at the corner of Reddy and Winston Avenues in Northeast Baltimore.
And I figured he was going to shoot me anyway, so when he turned back around with the gun, I tried to grab it from him, and that's when he shot me. And I looked at my hand, and I could see straight through my hand.
The injury was bad, really bad, and he was losing a lot of blood.
Everybody disappeared. I remember laying right here, just looking up at the skies, you know, talking to God, like, you know, please don't let this be it for me, like, and yeah, I guess he saved me.
By the time he made it to the hospital with a clear hole through his hand, doctors were worried about saving it.
His injury was a devastating injury that could and should have resulted in an overall worse outcome.
Dr. Ryan Katz with MedStar Health's Curtis National Hand Center took on the case and would not give up. He performed almost a dozen surgeries, undergoing an extensive reconstructive process. Ulycees had to lose his pinky finger in order to save his other fingers, and a piece of his thigh was used to repair the palm of his hand. The work was a success, but Ulycees quickly fell into a deep depression over his hand, which at the time looked severely deformed.
This could be very traumatic for patients from an emotional standpoint, from a psychosocial aspect. I mean, you know, that you're walking around like this for a little bit.
It was about 5 years ago when Ulycees said he finally hit rock bottom over his hand injury. His son had just been born, and he was actually walking on the streets here on Pennsylvania Avenue and said something needs to change. By simply using the power of positive thinking, he embraced the situation and started giving back in a major way to the Penn North community, organizing food, supply, and gift drives.
This is the Paperboy's Thanksgiving free food and clothing drive.
Now, the Paperboy says he wouldn't have it any other way, offering a helping hand when there almost wasn't one to give.
See, if I can push through and try to do something positive, like, so can everybody else, you know what I mean?
Lowell Melzer.